Bouncer. I need you to move, buddy. We got work to do. I don't want to move him. Bouncer, you're so old. I don't want to... What do we do?
I'll give you... ham. He likes ham.
Ham? Do you want some ham? Come on, Bouncy. Come on. Right out of the way. Come on. Hello, everybody. My name's Bouncer.
Do you have anything to say before you go? We'll be right back.
Okay,
We'll
we'll have to get the excavator. He's going straight back to sleep. Look at him. Oh! Did you hear that crunch?
Yeah, your knuckle.
That was my knuckle. Crunchy Nucks. Crunchy Nucks. Sounds like a cereal, doesn't it?
Does a little bit.
Hey, would you like your Crunchy Nuck cereal today?
It's in Frosty's land.
Frosty's World.
It's a callback.
It's a callback. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm feeling very squished.
Yeah, Pouncer's not moved.
He's not moved. I'm not going to move him.
I can't.
That's my guy.
I feel so uncomfortable now, though.
He'll get fed up and go.
Bouncer just...
But he's going to go on his own.
There we go. That works.
He's not even in shot.
He's not.
You just have to take our word for it that he's there.
Yeah, Pouncer is here. My hair looks extra fluffy today.
Nice.
I'm feeling fluffy. I've got a bit of a fluffy vibe going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm
here for it.
No, do you know when like you just don't put any product? Oh,
He's off. He's gone.
Is the door open?
Budge up.
Oh, the door's not open though.
He'll open it. He does a little scrap.
Oh, he's got. Oh, he's a door opening cat.
He's got thumbs.
Is that the sky? What do you think the world? How different do you think the world would be? Let me start that again. How different would the world?
That's him opening the door.
That is him opening the door. Did he just close it? No way. That's wild. Oh, I've got something in my eye. How different would the world be if cats had opposable thumbs?
Probably much more expensive for cat owners, but other than that, not that different.
Would it be more expensive for cat
Yeah,
owners?
because they'd be able to open up the things to get their food more, and then you'd be spending more money on cat food.
Right, so you think they'd be like bopping about the kitchen, making their own dinner?
Yeah. You'd come down, you'd hear the oven, or like the microwave going.
Yeah, they've just put a little pepperoni pizza in the oven.
Because they've grabbed onto some scissors to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else would cats do? What do you think cats' personalities would do the first thing they could if they had thumbs? A bit like chimps. What would they be doing?
They'd get something food related.
Do you reckon it would all be food related?
Yeah.
Their scrapping abilities would be different as well because they could proper hold things down, couldn't they?
Ooh, yeah. You've got a claw there to really grapple, hold something. Yeah, there would be a lot less birds and mice then, probably.
Yeah, they could shoot guns.
One of our cats last week brought in a rat.
A rat?
Didn't kill it with a gun.
So your cat brought in a rat.
And put it on the mat.
And that's that. Dr. Seuss!
MF
yeah. How's your week been, man?
It's been alright. I've not been working much. I've just been here trying to be creative.
Yeah.
That's been my week.
We have been, and I say how's your week been? We've spent a lot of the week together, haven't we? We've been spending a lot more time together since we started this.
We have.
Because we're for the listeners who are new here or people that maybe don't know us, me and Cameron are actors.
Trying to be.
Well, yeah, I think we've got to learn how to own it because we are actors.
Oh,
we've
100%.
been paid to act, you know.
You said I don't know if it was on this, but you said aspiring actors the other week, and I did disagree with that.
What did you disagree with?
Because we're not aspiring. It's literally, as you've just said, we are.
We are actors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think you'd dream of being? Like, I think there's a better way of wording that. What's your dream role? As a young, aspiring actor, as an actor, what's your dream role?
I don't know if I have one.
No?
I really like The Last of Us, and they're doing season 2.
Right.
I've played the second game. I don't think there's any part that I could play from that game.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in The Last of Us season 2.
For sure.
Or the third game, because I do a bit of voice. But, why not originate a role?
Yeah.
Rather than be like, what's your dream role that someone else has done?
For
Go,
sure.
nah, I want to be the first one to play Stephen Billington from Scunthorpe in the TV drama on BBC called Diary of Scunthorpe.
Diary of Steve Billington.
Yeah.
What does Steve Billington sound like, Cameron?
You will have to write that and see my audition.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Well, how about we write some now? Let's do some role play. Okay. So I am. Already gone wrong.
Teletubbies.
Yeah. I am Poe from the Teletubbies. No. I am Michael Fassbender Jr. Right? We're 20 years in the future.
Right.
I run a post office. Right? Steve Billington. You're Steve Billington. You've just walked in with a mysterious package. Scene. Hi there, sir. Can I help?
Hiya, pal. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Fantastic.
I just have a little request for you.
Yeah.
This package here. How much is the postage?
Depends what the package weighs, sir. Is it okay if I just take that and pop that on the scale?
Be very gentle with it, and I think yeah.
Okay.
Go
Let me
for it.
just grab that then.
Yeah,
Let me just grab that. Hold on. So is this the package here? Oh. So you're saying be gentle with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this package here.
Aye.
Oh, is it a clock?
I'm sorry, but it's not any of your business. I'd just like to know how much it weighs, so I know how much it costs to post.
Okay. Not a problem.
So,
What was your name again, sir?
Steve.
Steve Billington.
How do you know my surname?
Says it on the postage here.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
I'm joking, right? Yeah, I like that, Steve Billington.
Incredible. I
Yeah.
don't know the Scunthorpe accent.
No, I
just
was going to
went-
call you out on it because I couldn't quite put a finger on it. But yeah, listen. The bomb.
Huh?
The bomb.
It's a poker set.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Edit. Oh, wow. Oh, it is a poker set.
You know how it is.
You know how it is, do you reckon I got a flip on deck? That was reasonably cool.
Yeah.
I don't have much faith in this Steve Billington character, though. I don't think he's a real dream role.
Who's yours?
I've got a few.
Oh, I know exactly.
I've got a few. I've got a few. So, like, obviously, I quite like the idea of playing someone within, like, because obviously Luton's quite rough. It's quite a tough place, and I've spent a lot of time around quite rough people, and a lot of them are actually really sweet and really quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, like, sometimes it's like I'd like to be within that world of, like, not the stereotype of kind of like, yo, fam, what are you telling me, bro? Yo, you got to feed me and that. Because there's so many people within these kind of like dark spaces that aren't like that,
Right.
you know? And I'd love to kind of be like, you know, someone on Top Boy, just like, you're right, mate. Yeah, not too bad.
Okay.
And then, like, scene 3, like, you just see, like, the eyes start quivering and that. I'd quite like to be, like, one of those. But, okay, my dream role. Well, the role that I've wanted to do since I was a kid
Yeah.
is Flynn Rider from Tangled.
Give us a look in the camera.
I can't do it.
And
I
we'll
can't
have
do
a
it.
side by
Hold
side
on, hold on,
above
hold
this
on.
cat pillow. Why have I've probably seen
Flynn Rider. He does the smolder, doesn't he? And he's got a big nose, and that's kind of like part of the humour. He has like a bit more of a flick with his hair, though, which I can't do because, as I said, very fluffy.
fluffy today.
But no, when they were started doing like the live action Disney films, I realised how much of an influence having Five Sisters has had on me.
5 sisters.
5 sisters. 2 were through a marriage, but three sisters through.
You're married already?
No, like as in like
It's been a big week.
stepsisters. So I had 2 stepsisters, 3 sisters, no brothers.
Yeah.
So I grew up being influenced by quite like strong feminine energy films. Like I could quote Mean Girls right now, easy.
It's October 3rd.
We Wear Pink. No, October 3rd. He spoke to me on.
Is it October 3rd? That was yesterday.
Oh my God, is that the day that he speaks to her?
Is it October 3rd?
I think it's October 5th, isn't it? And that's today.
No, it's the 4th.
Oh, that's tomorrow. So October 5th. I think it was October 5th. And then he speaks to her. But my favourite one's like the 3 candy canes for you. You go, Glen Coco. Like, I love Glen Coco and like all of that. But I loved some of them Disney films because my little sister would want to go and watch all the Disney films and stuff like that. And I remember when Tangled came out, it was like the first Disney film where I was like, this is not a regular Disney prince. Because all the Disney princes, right, are just a bit like, I'm going to save the princess and I'm a perfect, like, I'm like a son of the king and I'm going to save you. And there's some sort of drama.
It tends to be what a prince is.
Right.
King.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well observed. Flynn Rider, little crook, little criminal, stealing, wheeling, dealing. He's got 2 ugly mates. I've got one. I'm really sorry.
You got Pouncer.
Yeah. Oh no, Pouncer's not. Pouncer's adorable.
So you Pouncer's fine. I'm not.
Well, not. You're fine.
Fine.
But,
no, I see your point.
But like, I just think I could do that.
Yeah, 100%.
I could definitely do that.
Give me your American accent. Say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. No, I'm joking. That's not how I do that. That's not how I do that at all. I panicked. You put me under pressure, and that's what happened. That's not how I do it.
You made me be Steve Billington from SpongeBob at a post office. So I'm sorry, but I think we're even.
I hit my head. Oh no. But there's like a song from there. I know most of the musical numbers. Yeah. Like I got a dream, I had a dream, all of that. That's a banger. He's just a very good character. I think I'd work on my American accent first. Americans an American accent. If someone said to you do a British accent, like there's so many choices. I think I don't know if I could do it right now. I feel myself under pressure.
You've got your general American accent.
General American, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not too hard. Not too hard. Not too hard. Okay, we're here. Done. Welcome to the Rather Not Podcast with me, Carl, and this is Cameron.
Maybe that's how we get more viewers.
Pretend to be American.
Hey guys,
that was really bad.
Welcome back. So it's been a week.
It's been a hard week.
You
So I left my Cadillac at the shop.
Yeah.
Came back, 2 scratches down the side.
No, dude.
Fucking awful, dude.
Oh man.
That's really bad. We're awful at American accents. No, we're not. Have some faith.
I was watching the Dallas Cowboys.
I can do that a lot better.
Well, why don't we just go down south?
I find that so much easier because I think I've practiced that a lot more. You know,
100%.
Sometimes I think to myself, my sister is so damn pretty. Oh, that's on the internet now. It was an accent. It was a character, and they're not. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't have that as an opinion. I don't think that's what the South of America is about. I think it's about barbecue and farming and country music. That's what I think of when I think of the Deep South. Not incest. This has been the Rather Not Podcast with Carl and Cameron, coming to you from somewhere not in the UK. Please do not try and find us. T's and C's applied. What voices can you do?
Voices?
Yeah, have you got any, because as much as that American accent, I do find the American quite hard. I kind of find it easier if I, have a specific American accent to do.
Right.
So, I remember, Boston's quite... Cut my hair. My hair's getting fucking long. Get a fucking slice of pizza, not too hard. It's wah, yeah, wah, like all them noises. You kind of find them. Boston. Mark Wahlberg. Oh my god, I got a fucking teddy bear. Mark Wahlberg's right. Oh, he's really pretty. Mark Wahlberg, my teddy bear. Shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's easier to kind of find and get. But is there any that you would attach yourself to and be like, I can defo do that?
Look at my spotlight.
Look at my spotlight. What is your spotlight?
My pin? I don't know.
No, but if someone wanted to find you on Spotlight, how would they find you?
Spotlight. Go to my Instagram. This is for all the casting directors that are watching. I know there's a lot of you.
None.
Go to my the Rather Not Podcast Instagram, or go to my Twitter or my Instagram, which you'll find through the. And then
if you went on Spotlight and typed in Cameron Mullane, would it come up with you?
I don't think that's how Spotlight works. I don't think you can search people's names. At least I can't as an actor. I'm sure you can as a agent or as a casting person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there any accents where you'd go, I've got that?
Yes, but most of the accents that I would say, yeah, I've got that, I'd love a little 5-minute refresh.
Yeah,
and then I'm good.
I'd find it hard to do. That's why when we were talking about the American accent, I do need a few minutes to kind of catch into it.
One that I really enjoy is German.
German, yeah.
German.
German. So is that how they... I'm not very good at the German. I did it in a play once. Have I told you about when I was Franz in Rock of Ages?
No.
So, do you want me to... I'm sorry, I'm interrupted you here.
That's fine.
To give me your best German quickly.
That was it. I've done it.
I want you to say, Guten Tag, ich heiße...
Oh, you're saying the German language?
Well, just say and then
Guten
switch.
Tag, ich heiße Cameron. Ich wohne im Luton, das ist in England. Ich habe einen Bruder und 3 Katzen. Ach ja.
Das ist wunderbar. Das ist wunderbar.
Wunderbar, ja.
Wunderbar.
Dankeschön.
Das ist wunderbar.
Ja, danke.
Yeah, so much better than what I did. Mine was the most stereotypical thing. And when I was 16, 17, you'll never believe this. When I was younger, people used to pay me to do prank calls in college. Yeah.
How much?
A sandwich, a quid.
That's brilliant.
Amazing, right? So they'd
Okay.
give me the phone. The most famous ones were like Elmo. So I'd do Elmo. So I called someone's mum once. I was like,
It's Elmo. Hey, your daddy's getting kicked down in the bathroom. Red fluffing a pussy. Wow, Elmo. It's crazy. Tickle me. Wow.
used to do that, right? But I did Rock of Ages. If you haven't seen Rock of Ages,
I've
it's a
not.
musical
Oh, yeah.
about like a venue, a rock venue
oh,
that's
right.
like going under, and they've got to try and revive it. And there's
Okay.
this German guy who's trying to knock it down to build like houses.
Is he the villain?
And he's the villain, yeah. I played his son, Franz, who is the campest character, and the campest German character.
Was that your interpretation, or is
No,
that
that's if you watch it. Ariana Grande's brother, Frankie Grande, I think, played it in the West End not that long ago.
cool?
And well, you're a real tough cookie.
Have you seen Bruno?
Similar sort of voice.
Yeah.
My inspiration, because I thought I'm quite good at the voices. I was doing these prank calls like Stitch. I was like, Stitch Snapdad, Stitch Fluffy, all of that. A Harnem's Family, all of that. I thought I'm going to find a cartoon of a German accent. The Three Little Pigs from Shrek.
Oh,
And he huffed and he puffed and she blew my house down.
that's perfect.
Perfect, yeah. So I did the whole play like this. And this is wonderful. The secret to chocolate is not in the cocoa. It's in the butter.
Nice.
I had to rip my trousers off on stage. It's kind of weird, actually.
What's rip your trousers off? What's the coolest or most memorable thing that you've done on stage?
That's it. I think that's
that-
it.
oh,
I mean,
fair.
that's up there. Rock
That's
of
really
Ages
peaked.
was, it was an Amdram, so it was like, it wasn't a paid gig. I was only 17 when we started the rehearsals, and essentially I wanted to go for like the big rock parts. There's like these really like cool parts, long hair, like really metal singing, like doing these
Right.
classic like rock songs from like the 80s and stuff like that. And I did the audition, and my voice had just dropped. And I don't know if you knew me at that age, but my voice went from like, when I was like 15, 14, my voice started to break, and it went like deeper than it is now. It was really weird. Like my voice went like from,
Oh my god, hi guys, my name's Carl. I'm really excited to be here.
to, hi, I'm Carl and I'm 14. It was really weird.
I've got a theory for that.
Yeah. So I did the audition.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that theory.
No, it's fine.
Put a pin. So I did this audition, sang a song. My voice cracked during the song because I thought I can hit the falsettos.
Yeah.
I was really gutted. I sat on the sidelines. The director goes, Carl, could you read in for this part for me? It's a very camp German guy. Do you reckon you could just prance around the stage, give it a good go, and sing this song? And I did it, and I smashed it.
You had a song as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Why don't you hit me with
Nice.
your best shot? Right?
Okay.
Amazing. And it was okay to sing it quite badly because it was more about a comedy song.
Yeah.
In the musical, it starts with like him singing, and then he rips his trousers off and he's in a bright pink leotard, like skin
underneath.
tight.
Right.
And obviously I'm 17. They've cast me as it, and they're like, we might not be able to do the full musical because Carl's 17. I was like, when's the show? And they said it's June the 1st.
Oh, you.
I turn 18 May 28th.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't do the scene where I ripped my clothes off on stage until I'd just turned 18. Right.
Okay.
Day before dress rehearsal, they give me the trousers. I was so nervous, right? This is brutal. I rip these trousers off, and I've got this skin tight leotard on. You could literally see like whether or not I'd been circumcised. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Oh my word.
So I did that the first on the dress rehearsal. I was with at the time. She came to see it on the dress rehearsal. kind of pulled me to the side afterwards and went, I think you might want to get something to wear underneath the leotard, because it was literally just down the side. So I got these cycling shorts and wore them underneath. That's very memorable. I was so nervous. Like, I've never been so scared to do something in my life on stage, because obviously you're basically like, it's almost like a full Monty just as soon as I turn 18.
Yeah.
Right. I did it first night, opening night. Michelle's family, my girlfriend at the time's family came.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend at the time's family's come to watch. I ripped my trousers off on stage. Big, massive round of applause. The next night, on the second show, the parents had come back again.
They really liked
They
it.
came to watch it twice.
Nice.
I was like, you've come to watch your daughter's boyfriend get naked on stage 2 nights in a row. But it was a really good show. That was definitely the most memorable. I think that's where a lot of my lack of shame comes from as well.
Well, yeah, as soon as you became an adult, everyone...
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'd kind of been, as we kind of mentioned on the podcast on a previous episode, like, everyone thought I was gay as a kid, and like I wasn't. So I'd kind of gone through that process of thinking, okay, what's my sexuality here? I was like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm just kind of being bullied for being gay when I wasn't. So I was like, oh wow, that's probably what people that actually are gay going through. I kind of got over that very quickly, and I was like, right, I'm gonna be mature and respect my friends no matter their sexuality. So that taught me that. And then I'd taken all my clothes off on stage, pranced around, made a fool of myself, realised that people enjoyed it and they laughed, and I was like, okay, I don't need to feel shame from embarrassment.
And that's how you get validation.
Because my oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we all do it for.
Yeah. But I'm not afraid to embarrass myself now.
No, that's fine.
And that's given me the confidence to kind of say what I think and do what I want, and and as long as I care about others and don't be an asshole, it kind of gives me, you know, a good little outlook on life.
So when are you starting that?
What's your most memorable moment on stage?
I realised as soon as I asked it that I've stitched myself up because I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Don't know if it's a moment, but I got to be an old northern man from the 60s in the first third year show at drama school. So like that's when agents and people come to see you, and we were just doing basically a farcical comedy. And that's the most fun I've had. Don't know if there's a particular moment from there. Oh, okay. I had to go off to go for a wee, and then. Okay, right. Well,
are you thinking that maybe you shouldn't say something?
No.
You just remembered something.
Going off and going for a wee, that was what the character did. But I remember, because we had to drink so many pints, actually drinking them, we would all go off for a wee, like, as actors, when we'd leave the stage. I remember one of the guys, after drinking loads, just...
Really?
Just
was it actually... So what did you use as beer?
It was water with burnt sugar in it.
Right.
That gave it the colour. I think that's what they said. Tasted like water, looked like beer. Obviously didn't have the froth on top.
Right.
But we had to have like 3 of those in 20 minutes or some, I don't know. And then we'd go off, have a wee, come back on, do it again. But the character goes off, goes for a wee, comes back, and I just took a shoe off. And then not everyone sees that he's only got one shoe. And then as I left, I was just said something about, oh, where's my shoe gone? I've made that sound incredible.
No,
you had to be there. It was just fun.
That's what it's about, though, isn't it? And I
Because
think...
you get to be this old bloke who's like that, and he's quite old and a bit senile, and you're all dressed up, and it's great fun. You're with your boys. You're sat at a bar, and then you get to go for a wee, and then you get to go home, and that's when I realised that my life was all downhill after that moment.
Right.
He was lovely.
Wow. That sounds fun, though.
It was really fun.
That sounds really good.
Really fun.
I'm noticing that your hat is casting some shadows over your face here.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to expose the hair. That doesn't look too bad.
That looks horrendous.
Nah, it looks like you've got a bit of a greased lightning going on. Do you know what? I think your hair looks nicer messy than you think.
I'm sorry.
I thought you liked One Direction. You're insecure, don't know what for.
Yeah.
Your messy hair, get the girls through the door. No?
I'll just sit like this.
Cool.
If I look at you, is there a shadow?
No. I've got a very good question for you.
Hit me.
Woo! Okay. You can live in the universe of any film for a week. You are implemented into that universe, whatever the reality of that world is, right? For example, if you chose the Bee movie, bees can talk to people, we're all cartoons.
Am I still a human? I'm still me.
You can be whatever you want to be within that world. So, you get to pick any film, any TV show. We'll go for films and TV shows. Which world would you like to live in? No repercussions.
Okay.
At the end of the week, you come back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Is it? Have I been gone for a week, or do I come back and I'm exactly in the same point I was?
You're gone for a week.
Okay. I would. Do you have an answer?
I've got my answer was the Bee movie at first.
Okay.
I asked a girl at work.
Okay.
I said to her, I was like, because I like to trial out the questions I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
on people that I'm friends with and work with, and she said Top Boy, and I said, why on earth would you want to just be living in that kind of like what within the crime? She was like, yeah. I was like,
Fair.
why have you said that? She turns to me, she went, no repercussions. I was like, oh.
Oh.
So you are morally a lovely person, but given the opportunity,
Give it.
you would sell crack and stab people. And she was like, for a week, sounds like a laugh. Not my answer.
It's what you said. You said no repercussions. So
I did.
That's fair.
I think if I had to think about it now, I'd probably want to go into like something magical and fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think something like Lilo and Stitch. Like
You in a cartoon, yeah.
I'd love to be on the island of Hawaii. Hawaii. Me and a little green alien. You know what I mean?
Green.
Blue alien.
Because
That's my favourite Disney film, and I forgot what colour Stitch was for a second there. But Stitch is so cute. Could you imagine just like going down to shops?
Yeah.
I would like a Kinderbrenner and 2 packets of McCalls and freestylers.
Just getting. Oh, I'd get pissed with Stitch. I would get twatted with Stitch. Could you imagine a night out with Stitch from Lilo and Stitch? And just smashing stuff up. Do you know what I mean?
No, that would be good.
Stitch have hangover. Stitch need breakfast. Stitch need fried eggs and bacon.
I'd be like, yes, Stitch, don't worry, bro. We'll go down the old Hawaii cafe. We'll go down the little Honolulu cafe. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
That's my answer.
No, that's unbelievable. That's incredible.
Yeah.
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 Fair.
Well,
enough.
go on then. What's your answer?
See, I've not seen it, but the thing that keeps coming to me is like Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Like, that'd be cool. You got like Post Malone playing as you walk down the road
yeah.
in New York. But
Think big. Think big within that universe.
Yeah,
You could be one of the Spider-Men from a different Spider-Verse.
I could be.
Have you seen that? You haven't seen the new one?
I've not seen either of them.
Oh,
I could be
Cameron.
British Spider-Man.
Spider bloke.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, on this last week, I think it was, I said that I don't care for Marvel films. I didn't mean that. I'm
Casting directors. No, I think
no, I just
you haven't been exposed to them.
No, I have. But at the minute, this point in my life, I'm not. They're not what I choose to watch.
Yeah,
Nothing against them.
from knowing you and like knowing what you've consumed and what you enjoy to watch, I know you would love the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse
I've
films.
been told, yeah.
You would adore them. The second one, they like when it goes to different universes. There's no spoilers here,
Yeah.
because it can guess that they're traveling between universes.
It's in the name.
name.
Yeah.
They changed the art style of.
I've seen that. Yes, and there's a kid who does it with Lego.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so good, and I think Spider Geisha, and they do like a little intro as well. So like when you go to their universe, they're like, "I'm Spider Pig. This is and they explain it.
Okay. That's
So-
quite cool.
Spider Bloke. What, you'd be like the English one?
Yeah.
They have an English one actually.
Oh.
He's like a punk one though.
Mm.
He was played by Daniel Kaluuya.
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 Have you
That's
seen his
alcohol.
Oscar speech?
No.
Oh my word! I remember we stayed up. We did an Oscars party the year he won. I think it was Best Supporting Actor for Judas and the Black Messiah. I want to say that's right. He won it. He was probably steaming. He's there. He's like, my mum. She had sex. I'm here.
Thank
Among
you.
other things, it was incredible.
That sounds
It
like
was
a good speech.
iconic. And then it cuts to his mum in England in like a movie theatre watching it broadcast, and
She's gonna slap him around the back of the head when he
So
comes over,
funny.
is she?
No, Daniel Kaluuya's great.
He's very funny. He's
Mhm.
very funny.
But he's also I mean, Get Out. We've all seen Get Out.
Great film. Speaking of I've talked a lot of my like life has girlfriends within it, but my one of my first dates with who I one of my first dates I ever went to see Get Out.
Yeah.
Not the best film for a first date.
No, but it's just a good film.
Amazing film.
Yeah.
Really good piece of cinema. So the universe you'd go into, let's touch that up. Let's finish that up.
It would be that, or it would be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Work that bar for a week. It'd be funny.
What do you think would happen in that week? What would you get up to?
Chaos.
Yeah. What would be you're teleported into the sunny
You're
universe.
just there, and then Danny DeVito walks in. He's like, guys, I've.
Okay.
That's what.
Yeah.
Just be like, what on earth am I?
You're trying to get me into it at the minute.
I am.
You've shown me some episodes.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a crazy show.
It's so funny.
What's your favorite episode?
Either the one I showed you, where
The
they have the
musical.
No, the
Beauty
pageant,
pageant.
the beauty pageant. That's funny.
We won't sing the song, but if you don't know what we're talking about,
I wouldn't do it with anyone younger than my daughter. Gotta be big, no little kids. That one. It's Danny DeVito. Just anything he does, hilarious.
he's
It
brilliant.
would be that one. It could be. There's this one. There's plenty. There's so many. There's 16 seasons of it.
Danny DeVito in Jumanji. Have you seen Jumanji?
No, but I know he's
very funny
just
in that.
Good.
Very funny. I remember him from Matilda. I remember him being really good in Matilda,
Yeah.
the original Matilda film.
Yeah.
That was
I think he was a big part in producing it. Actually, I've seen the story. Like his kids, he'd read them their bedtime stories, and then they brought him Matilda, and he was like, "This is insane." And I watched the video. I think he played some part in that actually becoming a thing,
Really?
so he could play Wormwood.
That's a great story. I love stories like that, and I think that's almost like the dream, isn't it? As like a creative or someone who's trying to be an actor, like having the power to bring people and stories to the world of like cinema and theatre. That's just the dream, man. And I think sometimes when people hear that you want to be an actor and you say, I'm going to be an actor, or I'm going to be...
I am an actor.
I am an actor. Yeah. Or, that's it. Because a lot of people, including myself sometimes, have the prejudice of, okay, an actor is someone who is known, successful, and being kind of in that limelight. Whereas the older I get, like the more I realise that just having a foot in the door and just being a part of a creative process is
It's cool.
it's what you're addicted to, isn't it? It's not about the limelight. It's not about that. You want the limelight because you want to pay your bills and you want to be able to be financially secure.
If you can live your life, and the way you make your money is by acting.
Exactly.
It's so rare.
Yeah.
Incredibly rare, but fair play to whoever does that.
We will.
One day.
We're going to.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to look at it, you know. We have to kind
Manifest.
you have to, I think personally, that you have to believe it yourself. Otherwise, no one else will believe you. If you're sitting there and you're thinking, this is impossible, then it's going to be impossible.
I mean, that's true for anything.
I'm never going to do this, poop. It's impossible.
I'm never gonna be Danny DeVito.
That's a really bad Danny DeVito
I know it
impression.
is. I
Don't
wanna watch
touch
another
me.
episode in the break.
Not gonna be big, gotta be bigger. Yeah, he's hilarious. Right. But yeah, no, that's a nice little...
I started blasting.
And don't get the reference.
Yeah, you have to see the episode.
Should we have a little break?
I'm here for that. I should probably sort myself out.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've just tried to do Danny DeVito impressions for the last 5 minutes.
Did you hear my American accent? I was hoping that we might be able to use this as like Flynn Rider. I'll shave my beard, put my hair in like a sexy
Yeah,
little...
I mean, you got the lighting. I've got just a shadow. Oh, it's on this side.
Yeah,
I've
the
got
shadow's on this
shadow.
side.
Whereas you're like, if I was looking this way, life would be great.
Should we both talk out the window?
Yeah.
So, Window, how do you feel today? Thanks,
No.
Window.
We'll take a break. I'm going
We'll
to
take a break.
apologise to the cat.
Oh, Pouncer. Should we bring in a different cat for the start of the second half? We'll be back
Who's around?
after the break.
We will.
Peace, love.
No, it's not the end.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you?
You like me, bitch, I'm drowning. Boy, they Cuban dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down.
I'm drowning.
Yeah.
How are you since the break?
I'm well.
How's that orange? Wow.
I
Just necked off a whole glass of OJ. And not Simpson.
no.
No.
It was
I've still
lovely.
got my Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max.
This podcast is not... No, this isn't Pepsi Max. This is Cola. This is a Cola brand.
Well
We'll
played.
blur out
Well played.
We'll blur out the Cola.
Because who is it? Is it? Oh, who is it that's doing the Pepsi Max adverts at the minute? Is it Big Zoo?
I don't know. I do love Big Zoo though. I love the UK rap scene.
Big Zoo's fun.
They're so nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're so nice. He's so funny. Yeah, you see, like, I love it when you kind of you hit like you know what some of the older generation think the stigma is around grime music, rap music,
Yeah.
drill music. And then like you see interviews of some people, like have you seen interviews of Heady One?
No.
He's so funny. He's so funny, and he does like little dances and stuff like that. He's just a good egg.
Nice.
I love the UK rap scene.
You seen Pete and Baz?
Yeah.
and Baz. Pete and Baz.
Oh, talk about dance.
Pointing the fag. Boxing him in the jaw.
She called me a loser. Went down a boozer.
Yeah.
That was a bit Idris Elba, wasn't it?
Oh, didn't. Now that you say it,
It sounds a bit Idris Elba. Luther.
I'd love a voice like
I'm a
that.
detective.
Oh, I had a theory about voices. You know, I remember.
Yes.
You said that your voice went. I mean, it's not theory. I've been told that that's what happens. Because your voice starts cracking and you lose control over it.
Right.
Men deliberately make their voices deeper. You depress your larynx. You kind of sit down so your voice remains down there, so it's not going to roll about as much. And then I had to get literally trained. I had to get told that you're doing that. And I was like, no, I'm not. And they were like, you are. My voice teacher was like, you're making your voice deeper.
Wow.
Just go up a little bit. That's your voice.
Damn.
And now, whenever I go to a football match, all I hear is all of the chants, people making their voices deeper to do the chants.
Oh, forever blowing.
I suppose it's better than maybe it's a bit more intimidating or what than going E-I-E-I-E-I-O up the football league we go, you know.
Those.
But everyone
memes.
does it, and now you'll see it when you start speaking to some men. They'll be speaking to you down here, and you will hear them making their voices deeper.
That's crazy, and that's something they've just learned to do.
I don't know if it's always conscious, but I know for me it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't realise I was doing that. But then I caught myself doing it.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I remember my voice breaking. I remember the first moment it happened.
Oh, right.
My dad was driving, right?
Yeah.
And we were driving down Birmingham Road. All right.
Name dropping.
Yeah, that little road.
Gee.
Heading towards Leagrave McDonald's. We were heading towards the Mackies. And as we were driving down, I was like, Dad? And he was like, yeah. He's like, what's up, son? I was like, are we going to McDonald's? And he was in stitches. He was literally, him and my sister in the front. They were like, his voice is breaking. And I remember sitting in the back thinking like, oh my
What's
God.
just happened?
It was heartbreaking for me because I just found out that I liked singing.
Oh, so the whole register would just completely changed. Bless
you.
me, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'd just joined a choir. I was 14.
A choir?
Yeah,
Fair play.
I was in the choir. All of that.
Maria.
Yeah, I was in the choir. You weren't, evidently. You thought I was fully...
I'm a trained singer.
Are you? I did grade 8. I tried to do grade 8. They put me straight up for grade 8 when I got into
Fair.
college. I didn't do it. I failed.
Yeah.
I didn't turn up to my exam because I was like...
If you fail grade 8, does that mean you're grade 7?
No, because I didn't go to the exam. But I went from 0 and they were like, yeah, let's just put you in for grade 8 classical vocals. I was like, what? She was like, you've got a great voice. And I hated it. I still haven't done it.
Fair.
Yeah, really weird. That teacher believed in me way more than she should have. Like, I know...
He can still... I have no idea who that is.
We'll have to... We'll have to... What timestamp is that?
41 minutes.
Cool, we'll remember that. But she was
gonna
like,
make a note.
I don't even know if that was her actually. It might not have been her. But she was like the teacher.
Yeah.
And she was really believing in me to sing, and I really didn't believe in myself, so I didn't do it. But when my voice broke, I remember I was 14. We were doing a song by Josh Groban.
Okay.
It's from the Polar Express.
Oh.
If you just believe. Yeah, believe.
Yeah. Polar Express. So good.
And the teacher had given me a solo, and it was like a little male alto solo, right? And I remember coming in, and I just had the McDonald's moment.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and I went to her. I was like, I think I need to speak to you after the session today. And a little lad from year 7 walks in, right? The cutest kid, bless him. Little, I won't say his name. Well, yeah, loads of people call his name. A little guy called Ryan walks in, and he walked in, and he started singing in the choir, and I stood next to him, and I looked at him. I just thought to myself, I was like listening to him, and he had this beautiful little voice.
High.
If you just believe.
Right.
That, right?
Yeah.
It was really quiet. I just thought, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, come to my solo bit, and I went, and I didn't sing. And she went, Carl, what's going on? I went, I think someone else should try it. How about Ryan? Ryan, would you like to try it? And Ryan looked up at me, first day in the class. He's like, what? I was like, I've just been stood next to you. You've got a beautiful voice. Maybe you should sing it. And the teacher was like, but Carl, I've given you the solo. So I was like, let Ryan try it. And he went up to the front.
Yeah.
And he sang it on his own. And like the teacher was crying.
Really?
Like half the class crying. I was sat there like, fuck you. But like at the same time, I knew that it was
Pass
like,
the torch.
No, I wasn't that good. I was nowhere near as good as he was, even when I was younger. But I just remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to be a singer. Like my voice is, like I could do the bass singing now if I wanted to, but it's not fun.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut that. I'll cut my nuts off and hopefully go back to singing high pitch. But yeah,
that was the thing.
Yeah, back in there.
The castratos. Genuinely, that's what they're called. Genuinely.
Right.
In Italy.
From the start, let's get this pinned. Clip.
No, the castratos. It was the last one died out in sometime in the 1900s.
Hold on.
So it would be men.
Hold on.
A lot of them would. Okay.
So you're telling me they cut people's testicles off to make them sing differently?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Okay. So the castratos would be, unfortunately, it would often be like boys dropped off at orphanages that they would train from a very young age to be really good classical singers, really, really high voices. And then they would castrate them so they didn't hit puberty, so they would keep that really high voice for their whole life. There's one recording that I've seen of a castrato singing. Obviously it's very, very high, very good, but like that's their life. They,
That is very sad.
Yeah. Castratos.
Be very funny to see them trying to pull in a nightclub though, wouldn't it? Music's basing, boom, 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 goes up to a girl.
You right there, darling?
Oh, no.
I'm a professional singer. I'm 24. Would you like to come back to my place? Oh! Oh, I love this one. This one is for the boys in the boomer system. Top down AC with a cooler system. Want to come over to the club and blaze it up?
Nice.
Oh, bless them though. That's awful.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny to be said.
Yeah, but
Oh my god. I knew one lad who in the choir used to squeeze his nuts to try and hit high notes.
Really?
Yeah.
What? What? Just because it hurt?
No, he was like, yeah, you just got to push him back up because, you know, they've dropped. I was like, I don't think that's how it works. He was like, ooh.
Trying to be Michael Jackson.
Well,
Doing
yeah.
this-
Yeah, that's why he used to grab it. you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
Is it? Oh! Or is it just 'cause it was a cool dance move?
True, maybe that was it. Well, yeah. Well, that was a good little topic.
Yeah.
People cutting their nuts off to be singers. Damn, what a life.
Yeah. So you were talking about that ironically. It's like, no, that genuinely
I
did
think
happen.
maybe that came from somewhere that I've heard that or something like that. Or maybe I've heard like a joke with Inquires.
Yeah.
Like, cut his nuts off, keep his voice sweet. Damn, though.
Yeah, and back in the day, they've been like, actually, yeah, should we?
God, that is bad,
Yeah.
isn't it? There's a lot of things that we have today that would have been mental back in the day. But like, I think sometimes things happen in modern day life that I always have the thought of, in 50, 60 years, this is going to appear mental. Like vaping.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Vaping, obviously it could keep on going, but I remember when there was like, they're probably still going on, vaping conventions.
Right.
You won't believe this if you haven't heard it. You know there's competitions for who can blow like the biggest cloud of vape? My mate won one. He got like a t-shirt and a hat because he blew the biggest cloud.
Right.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Like, you don't hear like stories of like, oh, do you remember when cigarettes came out and there was the cigarette convention?
Well, no, the cigarettes, when they came out, it was like, this is the cure of any disease you've got.
They do make you chilled.
Chilled?
Yeah, they chill you out. Nicotine.
Cigarettes?
Nicotine is, oh man, it's bad. Like, nicotine is such an addictive substance. Obviously, I'm still quite like dependent on it. And like, I'm working on getting out of that. And I kind of was like smoking cigarettes from 16.
Right.
I was really anti it as well. I remember like, as a kid, my dad smoked and I'd always be like,
Hey, Dad, when are we going to...
McDonald's.
And when are you going to quit smoking?
Smoking. It was like, but I did always like, I used to say to my dad, like, whenever he bought cigarettes, I'd be like, do you really need to do this?
Yeah.
And I remember he quit because of me.
Well,
Because
just
I-
pestering him.
Yeah, but I'd look at him every time he bought cigarettes and I'd be really upset because it literally said on the box that he was going to die.
Yeah.
Like, it used to make me get really upset, and I was such a worrying child
Yeah.
that I convinced him to quit smoking. He swapped it for peanuts.
That's a
Clever.
pretty good
He
one to
put
swap.
on some serious muscle. He quit smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
started eating peanuts instead, so he had like something to do. Like, he'd break the monkey nuts, you know, like the ones you have to break out of their little shell.
Okay.
Like peanuts come
Yeah,
in
yeah,
little
yeah.
like shells, right? They grow underground. Don't know if you knew that. The difference between normal nuts and peanuts is peanuts grow underground, and tree nuts are like all the other nuts grow from like a
Peanuts
tree.
are closely related to peas than nuts.
Interesting stuff, innit? I didn't know that as well, which is like quite an
You learned
interesting
that
fact.
with the koala stuff.
Yeah, reference to the last episode. But I got my dad to quit smoking. Then at 16, I went through like a lot of stress and like picked up smoking because I was just like, I don't care about my health.
Yeah.
Like, but now like I kind of want to get healthy and like trying to sort my life out. It's a burden. But vaping is a different beast. It's a different beast, Cameron, because cigarettes, they're not delicious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could get cherry
They-
flavored cigarettes. Like, I've had them from like different countries. They have like a cherry flavoring in the filter, menthol. They got rid of them.
Oh, they're illegal, aren't they?
Yeah, they got rid of menthol cigarettes and then brought in sticks that taste of fucking strawberries. It's mental. They're like, yo, listen, are you making that cigarette minty? That's not good. Kids are gonna like that. Let's not allow that.
Bubblegum!
Bubblegum. Let's give. Oh, what about blue raspberry lemonade? Oh, pink lemonade, fizzy cherry. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They're all based off sweets.
Yeah.
They're appealing to kids. They're getting rid of vaping, you know. It's the disposable vapes at least. They're being banned.
What? So it would only be the ones where you have to.
Refill them.
Yeah.
Because the disposable vapes, like, they have taken over. They've taken over. Like, you see bins now will just be covered in the little stickers from where people have ripped it off. I love
Right.
that. It's like a little stamp. They're using that to find out where people are selling the illegal ones as well.
Illegal vapes?
So, yeah. So, the disposable vapes,
Yeah.
legally now, you're not allowed to have them above, I think, 600 puffs. Whereas,
Okay.
blur this out. This one here is 4,000 puffs, right? A lot bigger, chunkier boy. You're not supposed to be able to buy these. It's not illegal for me to have it. It's not illegal to be in possession of one, but it's illegal to sell them, right? Outside the shops that sell these, the stickers are different because the stickers that come off the bottom are like
Oh, do
bigger.
you have to take the sticker off the bottom
'cause
to?
it stops the airflow, right? They then stick them to a bin. Police come by. They're like, there's a lot of illegal
Yeah.
vape stickers on that bin. Let's go and ask in these shops, shall we?
And that's where they are.
That's where they are. Yeah. Clever, innit? But that's like, vaping's just gonna, I don't know how that's gonna happen. Like, they're gonna try and get rid of the disposable vapes, but it's like, I think it's like the increasing amount of people that vape compared to like kids that smoked, it's just gone like that. It's insane.
Yeah.
If you are young and influenced easily, I would recommend that if you've started vaping, try and stop within the first 6 months. If it's been more than 6 months, try and put these vapes down, because the further it goes on, the more you realise how much money you spend. And
And that's the main thing that keeps me away from stuff like that.
yeah, you've always been good at that.
I don't know where people get the money. I really don't.
It's addiction. You don't consider it.
Yeah,
you consider it as a need rather than a want.
Yeah.
It's sad. But yeah, mental, innit? Mental.
Well, not menthol.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
I realise we've not actually done a Would You Rather yet,
Yeah.
which I'm not against.
No, we've got.
But-
I've got one or two maybe.
Oh, go on.
Okay.
Bring us home.
I'm trying to think of one or two now, and this.
So
is
you didn't
where-
have one?
No, I didn't. I'm not off the top of my head. I'm trying
No,
to think. Okay,
that's
no,
fine.
I've got one.
Okay.
So there's a lot of them that are quite simple, like the classics. Like you've seen that I went live on TikTok the other day.
Yeah.
Right. Would you rather never be able to speak again, or never be able to understand what anyone's saying to you? So, would you rather your vocal cords are cut, you can no longer speak, your voice doesn't work?
Can I sign?
Yeah.
Cool.
Or you can't understand any vocal languages?
Well, I'd not be able to speak.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like...
Sorry, but if I can speak, but I can't understand anything that anyone is saying to me, then what is the point in speaking?
Very
You can't
true.
converse with anyone. Yes, I could be a great castrato. Yes, I could keep doing the podcast. But if I can't understand what you're saying to me, then what's the point of doing it?
Yeah. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah.
I'm getting down to the easy ones now. Like the one that annoys me the most, right? There's a would you rather that really pisses me off that people ask on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
Would you rather have toes for fingers or fingers for toes?
Fingers for toes.
It's the most obvious would you rather ever.
It's
and
useful.
Everyone asks it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but imagine how long your toes would be and your shoes would have to be so long.
Imagine how good a climber I'd be.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If I had toes, right, that were like had individual
Yeah.
knuckles in them and could grab, oh mate, I'd be all over.
I'd
the
be
place.
here, leaning this way.
Yeah.
Oh, I fancy some orange juice. Bang.
I actually have quite a lot of dexterity in my toes.
Show me once the camera stop rolling.
I'm happy to. No, actually,
You've had people say some weird things to you on the TikTok lives. I think this would just add fuel to the fire.
it would.
But maybe that's a
My
fire that you want to
toes,
fuel.
right? So when people ask the question of would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers, my toes are like really long. Like I can grip stuff with my toes and like pick stuff up.
Okay.
So like if I say there was a pair of boxers on the floor there and I need to put them in the washing basket, I can pick them up and fling them and they'll end up in the washing basket. My sister's also got the same like length toes and they always made the joke of we could play the piano together with our feet.
Right.
But I genuinely can like individually move each toe. And,
Okay.
Like bend it.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I've got frog feet and it's because I have really short Achilles tendons. So as a kid, I used to walk on my toes. So like my heels come up.
Yeah.
So like my feet sprayed. They were going to put me in a wheelchair for like 3 months and to give me surgery to like
Correct
X
it.
amount. Yeah, but I was shitting myself about it and said I didn't want to do it. I was like, not happening. I'll take the physiotherapy. As
Yeah.
like a 9-year-old.
Does it work?
I
mean-
relatively. Like if you haven't noticed, then that's fine. But I used to get like picked on in school about it.
Yeah.
They used to call me Twinkle Toes.
Because you were walking on your toes.
Yeah, I used to bounce.
Ah.
I
No.
used to
Yeah.
bounce
No.
about. Yeah.
You get that sometimes, don't you?
But yeah, what would you do if you had fingers for toes? Like, what would be like your first activity? I'd open
Go
a
on
bottle.
TikTok. What?
I'd open a bottle.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'll go on TikTok Live, playing Minecraft with a foot cam and a video.
They'd love that.
I'll be there going, diamonds.
There's such an audience for that as well.
I know. Oh, I didn't even consider that. Yeah.
People People are disgusting.
Seeing me like get a quad feed with a, you know,
Toe quad feed.
Yeah.
That's
That's
your
my
Twitch.
niche.
That's your Twitch.
toe quad feed is my name. Hey.
Check in. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of messages I got.
Yeah.
So obviously with the TikTok stuff, I shaved my beard off. For those who don't know, obviously most of you might not know. To be fair, if this is getting to anyone new, but I had a video go viral on TikTok about 2-3 years ago where I shaved my beard off and kind of had some jokes about it and made some banter. And oh, is that a cat coming in? Oh, sorry. But
Is
yeah,
it?
I'll start that story. Oh, it's Pouncer again.
He's gonna probably come up.
He's definitely gonna come up. So I had a video go viral.
Mm-hmm.
I shaved my beard off, and it got to 4 million views in like 3 days. About 3.7 million.
So
views.
is that when you're like refreshing and you're seeing the views just go up by
Oh.
thousands?
The worst one. I say the worst one. The craziest one I saw was I was sitting there refreshing it.
Yeah.
You kind of do. I got addicted to it. Like I got addicted to the idea of like.
Seeing how many views it.
The one that blew my mind once was because it was on like 420,000 views. I
Yeah.
refreshed and it went to 480,000 views. So in 1 second, the equivalent size of West Ham's football stadium had seen the video within a second.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind. But most of the viewers were either like, just the kind of like random people, but a select few of them were a bit odd. And I started getting messages asking for pictures of my feet.
Off you shaving your face?
Just from the video of me shaving my face, having like, and then I was quite baby face, so I looked a little bit younger and stuff like that. It was odd.
Okay.
But the one that got me, there's this Instagram page. I don't actually care about baiting this out because he might see this, or she, guessing it's a he because of the language used. I'm going to hazard that as a guess.
Okay.
I love socks. Messaged me at 1 a.m. at night. How much for a pair of your socks?
Oh.
Right.
You would send them.
I didn't do it. I haven't done it. My friends were fuming that I didn't.
How much was he going to pay?
He said 15 for the first pair, and then if they're super stinky, he'll bump it up by 5 for each next pair. I said nothing. I blanked it. I got really drunk on a night out, told my mates about it.
Yeah.
They were like, message him now, and tell him £60 pair of socks. I'll send them for you. My friends were offering to give me socks.
Yeah.
They were like, I want in. I was like, no. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be authentic. But I don't want to do it.
No.
The reason I don't want to send
Well, I mean,
my socks,
it's.
he was actually quite rude. Because I said £60, he went, you're not David Beckham. I was like, excuse me, you've messaged me to purchase my sweaty socks, and now you're shaming me.
Was the page like a collection of the socks, or was it just?
It was just a page, no posts, follows 1,000, followed by like 6. I love socks. I won't tag it in this. You bet maybe. I don't think.
As soon as this ends, because we're at an hour.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
Sick.
But yeah, no, mental, mate. Okay.
Odd.
But do you know why I didn't really want to do it? Because I just thought that's gonna ruin putting on socks. Like that little part of my day.
Yeah, it's just gonna
every
remind you.
morning I put on a pair of socks,
Yeah.
and it's a normal activity. But if I know that somewhere someone's like doing weird things with my socks, it's just gonna ruin me putting the socks on in the morning.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we end on one last would you rather?
Go on.
Okay, right. Would you rather always have wet socks, right?
Soaked.
Soaked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or always have wrinkly fingers like you've been in the bath?
They're not like wet hands, though.
Wet hands.
Oh.
So like wet hands, they're wrinkly. Like, you know when your hands go like down?
Yeah, no, like, but once you're out the bath and...
No, it stays. It's like that. That state. You know when you're just got out of the bath and your hands are all like scrotumy? Like, so yeah, would you rather have wet socks all the time or scrotum fingers? Like wrinkly, crinkly bath.
I see.
fingers?
I don't mind when they're dry once, because that's all right. But like both of them, if it's your feet, you can get trench foot. If it's your hands, I'm sure you'd probably get the equivalent. But you'd be less likely to just have wet hands than wet feet all the time. I suppose you'd have to go with wet feet, because your hands just offer so much more utility.
It's my worst nightmare, you know.
But what would you pick?
I'd go for the wrinkly fingers.
You would?
I have a phobia of wet socks.
It's not great, is it?
I quite often will have a pair of socks in a bag.
Oh, mate, you have to pack like you're gonna.
But we're very different, Cameron. You prepare for the worst. I have zero thoughts regarding anything that I should be doing.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I leave the house and my bag would be all right in the apocalypse.
Yeah, you're prepared for worst case scenario. I'm barely prepared for dinner, but I'm also prepared for wet socks, because I'll have a pair of dry socks in my bag. Because the idea of stepping in a puddle, I remember stepping in a puddle on the way home from school, and being more
squelch.
It's the steps.
Squelch. Squelch.
It's actually
squelch.
It's actually making me feel awful. Like, I need a drink. That is bad. Genuinely.
Don't spill it on your feet.
Oh, now I'm imagining it being like foot juice.
Pepsi fizzy.
Oh,
Enjoy that.
I remember walking home once and I heard someone walk past me. It was a really rainy day, and I heard someone's feet squelching in their shoes as they walked past. As they walked past me, I heard it, and it nearly made me vomit. I could watch someone throw up, right? I could watch someone shit themselves in the middle of the street, and I'd be fine. It wouldn't even make me dry heave. I'd be like, oh, that's a bit disgusting. I've got quite a strong stomach.
But not for that.
You dip my feet in the bath with my socks still on, and I will have a seizure. I will, like, blink out and faint. I hate it.
Fair enough.
Might be why I haven't sold my socks yet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to keep them just in case one other pair gets wet.
Yeah, they'll probably be sticky. Wow.
I think we should stop here.
I think we should
for your sake.
For my sake, because I'm going to be...
And for the sake of whoever, you know, if there's anyone listening to this in their car... Just,
I'm not kink shaming, by the way. I don't want to... Yeah, let's preface this. If you're into feet, fair play. You do you. You enjoy your life, and you allow yourself to enjoy whatever you enjoy in your context. As long as it doesn't harm anyone else, there's no issue with that. Just know that I'm not interested in sending you pictures of my feet. Unless it's for the right price.
Glad we got that out of the way. Thank you so much for watching or listening to another week.
This has been episode 5 of the Rather Not podcast.
You've just completely cut me off.
Would you like to send us out?
No.
No, come on, send us out.
See you guys.
This is a good practice. No.
Have a great week.
Cheer up. Smile for me, Cameron.
See you next Thursday.
Cameron.
See you next Thursday, guys. It's been a pleasure. I have to now go and edit this while Carl tells me what to do.
Don't you dare. This has been the Rather Not podcast, episode 5. We've had a pleasure making these episodes. Subscribe to the TikTok, follow us on Instagram, hit that notification bell, subscribe please, it's a massive help. If you enjoyed this, drop a comment. If you've made it to the end, let us know.
Fair play.
If you've made it to the end, we will follow you back. That's the trick. If you've got to this part, just drop us a little comment. What should they say? They should say
squelch.
If you write squelch in the comments, we'll know you made it to the end.
Yeah.
And we will follow you back, and we'll find your socials, and we will be part of a team. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the continued support. Yeah, it's been lovely. We've got a little group that constantly are watching, which I do appreciate. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Love.
And rubber gloves.
Love.
Peace.
Bed sheets.
All right.